Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. So tonight we're going to be talking about how Mayor Frey was booed out of a protest where he came as an ally, but because they didn't like his answer, they booed him and got him out of there. Before I roll the footage and show you guys exactly what went down, I want to first remind you guys that this is a time to buy black and support black, and me being a black woman with a black business, I like to promote myself before I jump into the nitty and gritty. So make sure to check out my pajamas at neekatnight.com, spelled just like my channel. I am running a sale this weekend, and make sure to get you some cute quarantine and chill items right quick. All right. Okay. Anyway, so now let's jump into the topic. So this is the video of him at the protest, and this is how all of the things took place.
You have to take responsibility here. I've been coming to grips with my own brokenness in this situation, my own failures, my own shortcomings, and I know there needs to be deep-seated structural reform in terms of how the department operates. The systemically racist system needs to be revamped. The police union needs to be put in its place. We need to make sure that everything from the union contract to the way that the arbitration functions to the way that our officers and the culture in the department behaves,
Jacob Frey, we have a yes or no question for you.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there. So he comes as an ally. He comes as a person who says, listen, I understand my system is broken. I've come to tell you that we need to revamp it. We need to change it. We need to get it from being a racist system. And we need to, flip this around and be a better system for the people. Then he gets interrupted by this woman who wants him to totally eliminate police altogether. She wants him to agree that he will eliminate all police and have zero police and have nobody protecting anybody, none whatsoever. Mind you, he was just giving solutions as to how he wanted to make change. And mind you, he is there alone. He is not there with security. He's not there with protection. He's there as an ally for the people and trying to, join in the protest and listen, yes, we want change. And then here comes this woman.
Functions to the way that our officers and the culture in the department behaves.
Jacob Frey, we have a yes or no question for you. Hey, fist up, y'all. Fist up. Jacob Frey, we have a yes or no question for you. Yes or no, will you commit to defunding Minneapolis Police Department?
Abolition of it?
What did I say? We don't want no more police. Is that clear? We don't want people with guns toting around in our community, shooting us down. You have an answer? It is a yes or a no. It is a yes or a no. Will you defund the Minneapolis Police Department? All right, be quiet, y'all. Be quiet, because it's important that we actually hear this. It's important that we hear this, because if y'all don't know, he's up for re-election next year. He's up for re-election next year. And if he says no, guess what the fuck we gonna do next year? Louder, one more time.
Loud and clear.
Louder.
I do not support the full abolition.
All right. You're wasting our time. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Go home, Jacob. Go home. 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 Shame! 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 Shame!
Okay, so that is what went down at this protest. And me personally, I'm a person who I am not into politics. This is not my strong suit. I try to stay away from politics and policies as much as possible. But when there is issues like police brutality and things of that nature that we are affected by, I believe that it is my duty to use my platform, even though I have a small platform, to use my platform to speak out against the wrong of our people. Now, me, I'm a person who I am an individual before I am a follower. I am for my people, but I am not a follower of things that I do not agree with. And that includes some things that may come from my people. Now, as I told you guys before, I am not afraid to disagree with my people in this time, and I'm not afraid to proudly say when I disagree, because I think that sometimes we have to have a hold up, wait a minute, like wait, like let's all be on one accord, let's all move for the advancement, but we can't be shy to, show that, hey, like maybe we're shifting the focus, maybe we are jumping ahead a little bit too soon. I'm not afraid to speak to that. So when I seen this video, it kind of was disappointing in my eyes because as you see, they are kind of putting him on the spot, blindsiding him. And what they are requesting is zero police. They are requesting to not have any police at all, none whatsoever. I'm going to replay that part for you guys and then I'll be back.
No, will you commit to defunding Minneapolis Police Department?
Abolition of it?
What did I say? We don't want no more police. Is that clear? We don't want people with guns toting around in our community, shooting us down. You have an answer? It is a yes or a no.
The way they treated him, I feel like was uncalled for. He came out there in solidarity with the people. He came with no protection, no security. He came by himself as an ally, and he came to speak out against police brutality. He came to speak out against the system. He came to admit the system is broken and need reform. And for them to treat him like that and be like, fuck you, fuck him, just because he didn't agree to get rid of every single police, that's not even realistic to me. Like, for them to treat him in that way just because he's honest and be like, whoa, like, I'm here in solidarity, but I cannot agree that I'm going to say, just willy-nilly get rid of all police and have zero police. I feel like a lot of times us as Black people or people in general, a lot of times we act on emotion instead of acting on logic. I think that this woman who was speaking and the crowd there, I think that they were acting on emotion and not acting on logic. I think the mayor was like, wait a minute, like we have to be logical here. And he was bullied for him being honest in that regard because he came there to be in solidarity. Let me replay that clip.
You have to take responsibility here. I've been coming to grips with my own brokenness in this situation, my own failures, my own shortcomings, and I know there needs to be deep-seated structural reform in terms of how the department operates. The systemically racist system needs to be revamped.
He came there to try to be a help. So I don't agree with how he was treated, and I will proudly disagree with my people on anything that I feel like, is counterproductive to what we're fighting for and the message that we are trying to convey. I feel like I said, I'm not a political person. I'm not all into politics, and I'm not right all the times. But I do have common sense, and I feel like that is one of those things where you don't really have to have, the biggest political degree to understand common sense. And common sense of there being absolutely zero police, that to me that doesn't make sense to me. I could see if her message was, we don't want racist police. We don't want, people who are racist to come in our neighborhoods, and we will feel better if we have people who look like us to come in to kind of assure us that we are going to be taken care of because they'll have the same background or the same, struggles in life or something along the lines of the same understanding. I could see if she was saying something along those lines and saying, we want Black police. We want people who identify with us. We want people who are not going to be racist. So if that means, hey, we don't want white people to come in that may be racist, I can see where she would be getting at. But that's not what she said. She said she wants zero police, no police at all. Zero police is what she said. And I feel like if she was pushing for black police, I feel like she would have said that. That's not what she said. She said she wants zero, none, zilch, nobody. And I'm like, whoa, hold up here.
A yes or no question for you. Yes or no, will you commit to defunding Minneapolis Police Department?
Abolition of it?
What did I say? We don't want no more police. Is that clear? We don't want people with guns toting around in our community, shooting us down. You have an answer? It is a yes or a no. It is a yes or a no. Will you defund the Minneapolis Police Department? All right, be quiet, y'all. Be quiet, because it's important that we actually hear this. It's important that we hear this, because if y'all don't know, he's up for re-election next year. If you don't know, he's up for re-election next year. And if he says no, guess what the fuck we gonna do next year?
Louder, one more time.
Loud and clear.
Louder. Yeah.
I do not support the full abolition.
All right.
Loud! You're wasting our time! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out! Go home,
Disappointed. And I'll say it again. I'm disappointed in how they treated him and how they tried to bully him to basically lie. So you basically just wanted him to lie to you and say, oh yeah, we're going to eliminate all the police officers. And I mean, because I don't know. I just feel like that's an unrealistic ask. I'm all for let's work towards a system where we get back to maybe even how the Black Panthers were, where the Black Panthers basically policed our neighborhoods, and get back to black people policing their own. We can work towards there. But just to say, oh, let's just eliminate all police officers and just not have anybody to protect at all, I feel like that is kind of very much getting away from the message of what we're trying to get accomplished here. And I just don't agree. Now, I know there are people who may feel differently, and you're entitled to your opinion. But I feel like when we as black people at this moment, we have the stage. We have the stage. I feel like we are making noise, and I am happy and proud of my people, and I am happy and proud of everybody who is standing and helping to make change. Now, I think that this is not the time to steer away from the goal. Like, once we do stuff like this, we come down on people who are coming there as an ally and just tearing them down and just having mob mentality. I think this is where people will start to be like, okay, well, I'm not listening to them at all. And people will start to shift the focus. I don't know, man. I just been seeing a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, we are totally changing what this is about. I've always felt like this was a movement about accountability. When our black brothers and sisters commit a crime, when we commit a crime, we are held accountable and we are prosecuted to the full extent of the law. When a police officer commits a crime, they are not held accountable for their actions. They have in most cases, zero repercussions for their actions, and they are deliberately out here just full on slaughtering us. Now, the movement that I feel so proudly to get behind is the change and the reform and of that. I want them to be held accountable. If you go out and you murder somebody, you get the book thrown at you and you get held accountable, so that the other people who, do these actions, they know that maybe I should think twice, because my ass is going to get thrown in jail like the rest of them. And I think that when they get thrown in jail, they need to get thrown in jail in general population with everybody fucking else. And I think that with that message of accountability of we're not taking this shit, we're not just going to let you just slaughter us, I feel like that's something that I'm proud to get behind. I'm proud to get behind more education. I'm proud to get behind more black police officers in the force. I think that we need more officers who are of these communities to even police these communities. I feel like, we need more of that and less of, oh, well, let's just eliminate just altogether zero. And, what's the solution to that? okay, so we're not going to have police. And then, okay, so we're not going to have police. But then the people that, protect us are called Molies. We're just going to name them Molies. They're going to come in, but they're going to be the same racist people doing the same shit. We're not going to call them police, but we're going to be, now we got eliminated the police, and now we got Molies. I mean, I feel like it's just kind of, run into being the same thing. I don't really feel like that's a solution other than reform. Now, if the argument is let's have black people police our neighborhoods, I think that's what they would have said. And I don't think that that was their mission. I don't think that that's what they were fighting for. I think that they were very clear in, we just want you just to make nobody come in here. And I feel like that's just retarded. I feel like we need to have somebody to protect and serve. And that somebody, if it's a black neighborhood, it might be better suited if they are black. Maybe we can push for that. But to just say, oh, we're just going to get rid of all police altogether, no police at all. I mean, to me, that's just kind of ludicrous. Now, if you get a chance, it is a good benefit maybe to watch the documentary 13th on Netflix. It is created by Ava DuVernay. And a lot of it is stuff that we know about, how there was deliberate attempts to set the black community back by deliberately putting crack into the neighborhoods and then using this same crack that they put in the neighborhoods to then lock up the black and brown men who started to deal this. And they had harsher crimes for people who deal crack, but then they had lesser crimes for people who dealt in coke. And, I think that we can get educated on how we've been set back so that we can accurately fight for the progression for us to go forward, like maybe brush up on some of our history, but to just say, oh, let's just eliminate it altogether. I mean, I don't know. I just can't agree with that. And just because you're black, I'm not going to just agree just because a person is black. I feel like that's counterproductive as well. I feel like we have to check one another when we may be getting off course. Now, another topic that I want to just lightly tap on because I feel like it's getting away and it's taking this off course is the LGBT community, and now trying to make this a matter about them. Now, if you are a black person in the LGBT community, I believe that Black Lives Matter is for you as well. I don't understand why people of the LGBT community who are black as well are trying to make it as if they are not a part of Black Lives Matter as well. If you are black, we are fighting for the justice for you, and we're fighting against the inequality. So if there is inequality as far as police, now again, like I said in my Trina video, we need to group things accordingly. Now, if we are fighting for the injustice of police, we are fighting for the injustice of police against trans, gay, straight, lesbian, whatever you are. Now, if we are fighting for the equality of LGBT, then I feel like that is a separate cause that has been being fought, and there has been a lot of change happening as to regard to that. I do not feel like this is the moment to make this about the LGBT community, because if you are black and you are part of the LGBT community, this cause is for you. It is for police brutality against black lives. So if you are a black live and you are of a person who is of LGBT, this is for you as well. Stop trying to make this be about things that it's not about. If we're fighting for police brutality, then we are fighting for police brutality. If we are fighting for, the rights of this, that, I feel like we have to tackle these things when separately. I don't feel like we should lump them all together, because then it kind of gets blurred as to what we're actually, like, the end goal is. It becomes kind of, I don't know, it just kind of takes away from it. So I feel like if you're black and you are whatever your sexuality is, we're fighting for you as well. We're fighting for the better treatment of black people in regards of their encounters with the police. Now, people may not like that, but I said what I said. I feel like we need to stay on course. we are tired of police profiling us. Now, if you are gay, this does not eliminate you from being profiled, because you're profiled the same from police just like anybody else. If you are trans, they get profiled from the police as well. We are fighting against police who just randomly, racially profile us, use excessive force towards us, and kill us without any regard to the law. That's what we're fighting for, and that's what I feel like is very much the message, that we need to stay on code and we need to stay in the direction of change that we are trying to fight for. Now, once we get the police to change, reform, we break things down and we get, all of these things handled, then let's get into this movement, that movement, this movement. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just be all over the place. You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, hey, I'm not, shit. It is what it is. People may feel away. I love everybody equally. I just feel like you're black first. Before I'm a woman, I'm black first. My mom is a black woman. So whether I would have came out a male or female, I was black first. I was going to be black. So I feel like we need to fight for what it is that we're fighting for and not make it about other things. So, that's just that on that. Leave your comments down below. I've been seeing too much of this dividing in all of these different categories and all of these things that seem to be shifting the focus. And, your faves will be mute to it because they don't want to offend anybody. My channel, it's already in the state that it's in, and it is what it is. I'm not going to shy away from having these conversations. I'm not here to have a popularity contest. I'm here to have a voice, and I'm here to exercise and use my voice. With that being said, that's all for this video. Make sure to support and buy black, whether it is trans, gay, straight, lesbian, whatever it is. If it's a black business, support it. If there is a LGBT business, support it. If support black, buy black, and let's help funnel and bring up our economies, no matter what you are. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's all for this video. Shop on neekatnight.com. It's spelled just like my channel. I have all of your quarantine and chill needs. One love. All right, guys. Peace.